Hey guys, welcome to Raw Customs. I'm your host, Patrick Rapolo, and on this episode, we're going to be making the tactical belt. Now, this belt is actually part of a larger build that I'm working on, the Universal Armor. And the idea behind it is to have a basic suit, a basic set of armor that you can make minor modifications to, paint up in different ways, add symbols to create different characters such as the Wolverine, Batman, Robin, or whatever crazy idea comes out of that brain you have for an amazing character that you came up with. Now, the belt itself comes in one size. You're going to be able to adjust the length of the actual belt so that it'll fit your waist just the way you want it to. Now, since this is a belt in length and meant to be universal, you're going to be able to do other ideas if you want to, like possibly build some type of shoulder sling where the belt goes across. Now, the pouches themselves could be turned to run up and down or straight with the belt, which might look better as some kind of arm sling. Now, if you do have a smaller waist, maybe doing somebody like a kid or something with this, you may not use all the pouches. You may just use two small ones on the belt. Now, the back is meant to come around and overlap in the back. I do recommend putting Velcro on your back pouch. That way, if the waist size changes a little bit and it gets a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger, then you'll be able to make an adjustment with the back pouch and center it to kind of hide the split, in the back. That's my idea behind this anyways. So yes, guys, I have a kit, I have templates. If you're interested in either one of those, head down to the description area below. You'll find links to both. Now, I'm always seem to be working on something extra. Like right now, I'm actually working on a Deathstroke, kind of playing with it, as well as a RoboCop, the original one that is, because he's the coolest. And like the Deathstroke, it just seems like I don't have enough villains up on the wall, so I thought I would kind of go that way for a little while. So if you actually have any ideas or requests, go ahead and throw them down in the comment section. I might try to get to it because right now my hours have been cut at work due to the coronavirus and all that. I'm still working a little bit, but I have a lot of extra time on my hands right now. So if you have any good ideas, go ahead and shoot them down there. I might be able to get to it. Well, all right, guys, it's time to get to the video, see how to put the belt together. For this build, you're going to need the kit or the templates. If you go with the templates, you're going to need 3 sheets of 5mm EVA foam, some PLASTI dip, spray paint, contact cement, some Velcro, tape, a heat gun, a rotary tool, and a razor knife. To start, grab the main pieces for your pouch. You have 6 small ones and 1 large one. Take your pieces and use a rotary tool to round over the top edge all the way around. On these pieces, I don't recommend taking off much, just basically knocking off the hard corner. You have left and right pieces for the sides of the pouch. Take the longer pieces for your smaller pouches, stack about half of them together and line them up even, and then tape them together. This will give you a block to help you form your small pouches. Next, take the main body for the pouch. Lay it face down and line a second piece up along the edge. Then trace a reference line along the inside edge for glue. Do this on both sides for all your pieces. Now take a heat gun and heat your pieces on the bottom and top sides. Take the block you made out of the side pieces and line up the flat edge of the pouch in the corner on the side pieces. Then roll the pouch around the side pieces to form it. Hold everything in place until it cools so it will hold its shape. With everything still held together, make a reference mark at the bottom of the top flap. Now take the 3 pieces for your larger pouch. Heat the main piece top and bottom. Hold the side pieces together and line them up on the top edge. Now roll over the bottom of the pouch. Move your side pieces from side to side to help you get the bend right. Once you have your bottom bend, you can place your side pieces on each side in place, and then roll over the top flap. Next, take the left and right side piece for your pouch and apply glue to the outside edge all the way around. On the main body of your pouch, apply glue to the bottom surface area along the inside edge of your reference line you marked. Once your glue set, you can press your pieces together. Start by lining up one side piece on your pouch. Line up the bottom edge of the pouch with the corner on the side piece, and the side piece along the inside of the reference line. Glue down both side pieces along the front edge. Then slowly roll your piece around as you glue it together, and try to work both sides evenly as you roll your piece around. Then you'll repeat the process for the remaining 6 pouches. Next, take the 2 pieces for your buckle and put them together, and trace a reference line in the center openings. On the top piece for the buckle, apply glue to the bottom surface area and along the reference lines on your bottom piece. Once your glue is set, you can press your 2 pieces together, keeping your edges lined up. You can use a rotary tool to clean up your seam and round over the top edges. Next, take the 2 rectangles for the front of the belt. Use a rotary tool to bevel the edges on all 4 sides. You have 3 pieces for the main belt. Take the 2 pieces for the front and apply glue to the front edges. Once the glue is set, you can press your 2 pieces together. Now glue down your rectangles in your marked area. Take the buckle and center it in place on the belt. Mark reference lines on the belt on each side of the buckle. Then flip everything over together and mark reference lines on back of the buckle along the belt. Then apply glue to your marked areas on both pieces. Once your glue set, you can press your buckle in place. At this point, wrap the belt around your waist. Grab the smaller pouches and line them up on one side of the belt to figure out their placement. It would definitely help to have a second person help you at this point. Once you have the placement for your pouches, hold the last pouch in place. Then make a mark on the belt at the center of the pouch. Then cut off the end at your mark. You can use the piece that you cut off to transfer the length to the other side of the belt and then cut that end off as well. Take the back section for the belt, then fold it in half to find the center. Mark the center and then cut the section in 2 pieces. Apply glue to the edges on each side of the belt and then glue your ends together on both sides. Now line up your pouches on one side. The end pouch should cover the seam on the belt. You can use a ruler to make sure the spacing is even between all your pouches. Once you have your pouches set and marked, you can transfer all those marks to the other side of the belt. Line up the pouches on the belt and mark the back side, top and bottom. Then you can transfer those marks to the remaining pouches. Line up the pouch along the edge of the belt and make reference marks that line up with the inside line on the pouch. Use a straight edge to transfer that mark along the width of the belt. Apply glue to the back of the pouches, between your reference marks and your inside lines. Then apply glue to the belt between your marked areas. Once the glue is set, line up your pouches and glue them in place. Next, put your belt around your waist. Have the back of the belt facing to the front. Overlap the back end of the belt. Take the large pouch and center it in the back of the belt. Hold it in place as you take the belt off. If the belt has any hangover over the pouch, you'll want to cut that off a little bit shorter than the pouch itself. Once your ends cut off, put the belt back on and mark the edge of the belt where the overlap ends. On your large pouch, mark the center for Velcro. I recommend using glue to any area that you're going to stick Velcro down. It does help it stick better. Let the glue completely dry and then stick down your Velcro. Next, cut the Velcro to length for the areas on the belt. Lay them in place and mark the area for the Velcro. Then use tape to mask off the area for paint. I recommend waiting till after you painted the belt to stick down your Velcro. To seal the foam for paint, I recommend using PLASTI dip. I generally use 2 light coats followed by 2 heavy coats. Once your plastic dip is dry, you can put on your base coat of paint. I recommend 2 light coats followed by at least 1 heavy coat. Once your base coat is dry, you can tape it off for any additional colors. To give the belt some character, I airbrushed in the details, but you could also use a paintbrush, markers, or paint pens to get similar results. To finish the paint, I added 2 coats of clear. Once the paint's dry, you can remove your tape, apply your glue, and stick down your Velcro. Alright guys, there it is, the belt all finished up. I went ahead and pulled this pouch loose so you can get a closer look at it there. Now you could always make these functional just by stopping your glue line. I'd say somewhere about here, that way you'd be able to open the flap. You could also always use just like, magnets or Velcro to hold it down. And you could also, if you wanted to, use the other side. If you didn't want the lines for some reason, just switch it to the other side and you'd have a blank side. A couple of reasons to do that is if you wanted to put a little symbol on the side or something like that. I always have ideas like that I'm always thinking about doing something extra with something I've already made. You can see this is actually painted up different than the other one. This is actually for the Batman suit. I tried to put like a little bit of brass kind of look in there. But you can see how they all come together. Pretty nice, pretty good for a universal belt. One of my ideas is to actually, once I get this tactical armor finished up, is to actually build another suit of armor that would be more styled for like the villains. Since I'm actually working on the Taskmaster helmet and right now the Deathstroke, I actually like both of their suits. I might kind of use those as reference to kind of build something somewhere in the middle, so it'll look good for all types of villains. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Y'all be safe out there. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.